And we chant the verse together. Pahi mam paramatmaste pareshanena srijam praja tayam jabhitum papa up akramanti mam prabho. Pahi mam paramatmaste pareshanena srijam praja tayam jabhitum papa up akramanti mam prabho. Pahi mam paramatmaste pareshanena srijam praja tayam jabhitum papa up akramanti mam prabho. Pahi, protect. Ma, me, Paramatman, O Supreme Lord, te, your, Pareshanena, by order, Asrjam I created, Praja, living beings, Tah, Imha, those very persons, Yabhutum, to have sex, Papa, sinful beings, Up akramanti, are approaching Ma, me, Prabhu, O Lord. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: Lord Brahma, approaching the Lord, addressing him thus: My Lord, please protect me from these sinful demons who were created by me under your order. They are infuriated by an appetite for sex and have come to attack me. Purport: it appears here that the homosexual appetite of males for each other is created in this episode of the creation of demons by Brahma. In other words, the homosexual appetite of a man for another man is demoniac and is not for any sane male in the ordinary course of life. Om Gyantimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadhamaham Dadati Swapadantika. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jatapad Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagar Jatam Sahagana Raghunatham Tam Tam Sajivam Sadhvetam Savadutam Parijana Sangitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakamitam Cha. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu, Deen Bandhu, Jagatpate, Gopesha, Gopika Kant, Radha Kant Namastute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishabhanu Sute Devi, Pranamami Haripriya. Vanch Kalpataru Vyaksh Kripa Sindhu Vevacha, Patita Nam Pavane Bhyo Vaishnave Bhyo Nami. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advait Gadadhar Shri Vasa Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You adjust my camera a little bit. So we welcome all the Vaishnavas for connecting to this Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Early morning, it's a super special day. It's actually in our Vaishnava calendar. It's a Pushya Abhishek day. We'll see if we can speak a little bit on Pushya Abhishek. But first we will speak on this verse. Verse number 26. Lord Brahmaji is using the word Pahi Mam. Paramatmaste. Pahi Mam, protect me. So here, Vidur Maharaj, there is a conversation between Shri Maitreya Muniji and Vidur Maharaj. Vidur Maharaj has asked in the previous verses this question that what did Brahma do to create living beings after evolving the Prajapatis? What steps Lord Brahmaji has taken to create the living beings? And as we learned in the previous verses, Maitreya Muniji very kindly established the process of creation, how from Mahatattvas, the three modes gets agitated and then ego evolve, and from that ego, with the help of the Supreme Energy, this is shining egg came into being, and then Lord in the form of Garbhadaksha Vishnu enters into the shining egg, and then from the shining egg, from the navel of Garbhadaksha Vishnu, sprouts lotus flower, and from that flower, Lord Brahmaji appears. The word used is omnipotent Brahmaji, all powerful. And Srila Prabhupada writes in the purports that this Lord Brahmaji is independent. He's as good as the Supreme Lord because he's fully empowered by the Lord. So establishing the authority of Lord Brahmaji by Shri Maitreya Muni to Vidur Maharaj is important in this particular context, because here in this verse we see Lord Brahma is saying Pahi Mam. The word used is Prabho, Paramatmaste. Please protect me. And then in the last couple of verses, we notice that how Lord Brahmaji started, Maitreya Muniji is explaining how Lord Brahmaji started from his shadow, using the mode of ignorance. He gave birth to yakshas and rakshasas. And the night time, from his shadow. And then Brahmaji created the demigods that with the manifestation of daytime. And just 2 verses before, Lord Brahmaji gave birth to demons. And those demoniac personalities, they were fond of sex and approached Brahmaji for sex. And now in this verse, Lord Brahmaji, who is approached by these demoniac personalities, with lusty minds, Lord Brahmaji is approaching the Lord for help. Pahi Mam Paramatmaste. Lord Brahmaji is very, in a very humble way, he's approaching the Lord. The Lord, you have ordered me. Ore Shanena Asrijam Praja. You have ordered me to create these personalities. Because the question may come in your mind, in my mind, that why Brahmaji is creating demons to begin with? Why is creating Yakshas and Rakshasas who also try to attack Brahmaji? And now these demoniac personalities who are lusty in their minds, they're also kind of attacking Brahmaji. So why Brahmaji would create these personalities to begin with? Why create a trouble when you know there is a trouble? But here Lord Brahmaji is clarifying, I created, but under your order. Presha Nena. By your order, I'm creating this praja, these living entities. Because Lord wants to give chance to all kind of living entities. Either you are yakshas or rakshasa or demigods or demoniac personalities. Everybody is given a fair chance to come into being. Everybody is given chance. So Srila Prabhupada writes in his purports, also he spoke in one of the lectures in Calcutta in 1971. Beautiful lecture in this particular regard, using, especially focusing on this word Pahi Mam. Srila Prabhupada used that Ram Raghav, Ram Raghav, Ram Raghav, Raksha Mam. Krishna Keshav, Krishna Keshav, Krishna Keshav, Pahi Mam. So Srila Prabhupada speaks in the lecture that everything is the whole Kali Yuga, the whole environment is very difficult. The conditions are bad. It's epidemic conditions. We are going through this epidemic of COVID. Srila Prabhupada writes that time, speaks in 1971, it's epidemic condition in Kali Yuga. Everybody is like these yakshas and rakshasas and demoniac personalities. And Srila Prabhupada speaks that in epidemic conditions, everybody is told to stay home. And so many people get sick and they are admitted to the hospitals. But then some doctors are given order by the government to go and treat. Only on special orders, these doctors go and treat these patients in the hospitals. So similarly, Srila Prabhupada speaks that we, in the missionary, in this mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are given the supreme order by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go out and talk to people about Krishna consciousness, even if it's an epidemic of Kali Yuga. So many demonic personalities are out there. So many Jagaya and Madhais are out there. But Nityananda Prabhu's mercy is flowing because of the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Nityananda Prabhu that you please don't stay in Jagannath Puri with me. It's not benefiting the mission. You go and go in the streets of Navadvip and tell people to chant Krishna's holy names. And take shelter of Krishna's holy name. So here, just like Lord Brahmaji is the first creator, most potent creator, omnipotent, most independent, supremely independent. If that kind of personality is taking shelter of the Lord, saying, Pahi Mam, please protect me. I am attacked by yakshas and rakshasas and demonic personalities with lusty desires. Then what is our position? Maybe we are leader at home, in our community, in our temple, in our office. But who are we? If Brahmaji needs to take shelter, who are we? That's a big question mark in front of all of us. Who are we? What's our status? So that's a lesson learned from Lord Brahmaji's humility in this particular verse. Lord Brahmaji is not blaming why this service is given to me. Yes, this service is given, this order is given to create. And I'm doing my part, but I need protection. I need protection from different sides. So approaching the Lord, Brahmaji is taking protection. So that's one point. We all are told to take protection, no matter who we are. And that's also definition of humility. We always think that I can fall any second, any day. No matter if I'm a great book distributors or Sankirtan leader or whoever I am, I can fall. I can be attacked by the lusty desires of my own mind and the lusty desires of others. I can be attacked. I was attacked before. I can be attacked again. I may be attacked today. Not necessarily in the future, but just even today in the present, in a subtle way or in a gross way. In gross way, sometimes we detect and be cautious, but the subtle way, we might not be able to even detect and get attacked. So our prayers, Lord Brahmaji is teaching us, holding our hand and teaching us how to pray. Pahi Mam, Paramatmaste, Pareshan Asrijam Praja. So we must take shelter of the Lord by chanting the holy names of the Lord, by serving the devotees, by protecting our consciousness of not committing offenses against the devotees and the living entities. So we have a few minutes left. We will speak a little bit on Pushyabhishek. Was meditating this Pushyabhishek or Pushpavishek, same thing. Pushpa means flowers. Abhishek means bathing the Lord with flowers. So this tradition these are Vrindavan traditions. Because in Vrindavan, it's a one, right? One is forest. And what do you have in forest? You have trees and you have flowers. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhakti apriyachati. So trees and flowers and branches. Branches give shade, leaves give shade. There are Kadamba trees, there are Thamal trees. Kadamba trees produce very fragrant flowers. And Lord Krishna, Lord Gopal, Makhanchur, he would enjoy the pastimes with his Gopas and Gopis friends under the Kadamba trees, because flowers are very fragrant, antibacterial, anti this. So no insects would come close, and they will perform their pastimes under those trees. And tamal trees is explained, it's bluish, dark bluish. It reminds the gopis the color of Lord Krishna, Gopal. So gopis would rest, Srimati Radharani would rest under the tamal tree, because it reminds her of Krishna's color. So you have in Vrindavan, in Vana, unfortunately what you see now is one-off buildings in the whole Raman Reti area. But it's supposed to be one of trees and flowers. So especially, Lord also explains in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, Masanam Margo Shirsho Aham, Rituram Kusam Akrah. Ritunam, from the seasons, I am Kusam Akra. Kusam is the spring. So in Vrindavan, around this time, spring will start coming and flowers will blossom. So it's a proper etiquette, it's a proper tradition to offer the best flowers in the spring seasons. First installment, you can also say, the flowers. It's like you offer your first salary to some service of the Vaishnavas and the cows and the Brahmanas. You bring your new car and you bring to temple and to devotees, and you ask some senior devotees or your Gurudev to sit in the car to purify. In that spirit, these beautiful fresh flowers are offered at the lotus feet of the Lord. Bathe the Lord with those flowers. Let's push Abhishek. It's very simple. But it's very profound at the same time, because it's an act of gratitude that Krishna, you are giving us these fragrant flowers, and here is the first offering. They are blossoming now. Please accept. And then we will take your Mahaprasad. Very simple. In Vrindavan, offerings are very simple. More simple, not necessarily cheap, high quality, but from the heart. Srila Prabhupada tells this story about this Mataji who would bring water from Yamuna river every day and bathe Shri Radha Damodar. Srila Prabhupada said, this Mataji, Srila Prabhupada points to his American disciples that please watch this lady of Vrindavan. She hasn't learned any scriptures, no philosophy. She's just singing Krishna's glories while she's bringing the water from the Yamuna to bathe Radha Damodar. She's not bathing. That's another important thing. That's what makes it very simple. It's not her who is Pujari. It's not her who will get on the altar. It's not her who will be noticed by everybody else. It's not her. Her part is just bringing bucket of water from the Yamuna river and give to the pujari and then disappear. Nobody noticed. Nobody will ever notice. But His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada noticed. And he points to his Western disciples that this Mataji will go back to Goloka, just bringing water from the Yamuna river, giving to the pujaris to bathe the Lord. And this is also the time, the winter time in Vrindavan, that Gopas and Gopis will actually offer, Lalita Sakhi will offer, I was listening to Srila Indradumna Swami Maharaj lecture from some scriptures, Vrindavan scriptures, is a bit esoteric, but the gopis will bring, Lalita Sakhi will bring hot khichdi for Radha and Krishna with ghee to eat. Again, Vrindavan offering, simple offering. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned in one of his talk during Vyas Puja of his Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivinoda Saraswati Thakur, Srila Prabhupada actually cooked khichdi, and many other preparations were there, but khichdi preparations was also there, and Srila Prabhupada gave that khichdi one small scoop, one spoon to all the 30 or 40 devotees gathered. It was in, I believe, Los Angeles. And then Srila Prabhupada makes a comment. Everybody said, "Oh, Prabhupada khichdi, very nice." Srila Prabhupada said, "My Guru Maharaj liked the khichdi the best." In one sense, how in the realm of feast, khichdi is considered, maybe some paneer sabji and some koftas and some other heavy duty stuff, biryani, this, that. Khichdi is very insignificant. Some of us don't even look at it when we see some paneer sabji. But here, Vrindavan mood, simplicity, offering from the heart, something that nourishes the body and the mind. So that's Vrindavan. So Pushyavishek, Pushpavishek is in that mood of offering the Lord something simple but very profound from the heart. And here Lord Brahmaji is offering his not disqualification, but his inability to control these lusty desires and lusty people attacking him. Lord Brahmaji is saying, Pahi Mam Paramatmaste. So this is wonderful verse to relish, to meditate, and learn from Lord Brahmaji's humility. How we also seek guidance from other Vaishnavas and devotees in the Lord. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Thank you very much, Dekan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We'd like to wish you all a safe and Krishna conscious day and weekend ahead. We'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram.
Ram.
Hare Hare.
Shina Singho, Jai Singho, Jai Singho, Praladesha, Jai Padma, Mukha Padma Lingam, Ugraviram,
Ugraviram,
Mahaviram,
Bhavishnu, Jalandam,
Singam,
Saratomukham,
Beshanam,
Narsingham,
Bhadratam,
Vishnam, Bhadram,
Namaha.
Pranamyam.
Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai,
Jai,
Prahlad Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
kalpatarubhyascha
Chindravaracha Patitanam
Patitanam
Pavnebhyo
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Namo
Namo.
Namo Vaishnavinda ki jai.
Jai,
Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam
Ki
ki jai.
Jai,
Srila Prabhupada
Ki
ki
Jai.
Lord Premanande.
Hari 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 Hari
Thank you,
Bol.
Devakinandan Prji. Thank you.
Thank you everybody. Hari
Thank you,
Bol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.